Yeah, so definitely show your first date our channel and kind of use it as a gauge. Like it's keep or just
just slow her into it at least. Don't just go in raw.
Definitely don't go in raw on a first date. That's for date 3. All right, welcome back, everybody, to Man First Podcast. I am Mixed.
I am J0.
All right, now we're going to go ahead and kick it off. You have an exercise prepared for us today. Let's go ahead and do it. Welcome back, everybody, by the way. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Feel free to join us, when we do this exercise. I think it's something that I guess needs to be addressed. And, I was at my job today and I was like walking around. Do you exercise while you're at work?
While I'm at work?
Yeah.
No.
You don't do.
I have to wear like slacks and company shirt and everything. Oh, you mean like walking?
I guess.
Yeah. I do a lot of walking. What I do. Yeah.
That's really good because it really helps and it helps you think and stuff like that. But anyways, so I have an exercise, and this is one of the things that I believe that if I'm going on a date, these are just things you just don't say. These are the type of things you just don't say in the beginning, I guess,
of a relationship.
Yeah, I was saying, while dating, you try to do that interview phase. You're trying to present.
It's been a while. I don't know how dates work. I'm out of the loop.
I mean, traditionally, when you go on a date, it's like an interview. You kind of get to know each other.
Very true.
But do you tell the girl the things like you're into, like hobbies and? It kind of feels scary to tell her these kind of things, right? Like, I got a card game that I like to do. But anyways, so I think we have an exercise for the both of us, and I think you do have Chad Gupta set up.
Yeah, we got old Chad Gupta primed for this. So
so top 10 hobbies women find attractive in men in 2024.
Unattractive, right?
Unattractive.
Right.
Did I say attractive? Unattractive.
I think you said attractive.
My bad.
Okay.
Unattractive.
Pull that up. Get that ready.
But yeah, so that was like one of the biggest things I was thinking about, and I think we also have a video for everybody to watch as well. Kind of ties into what this exercise is about. But I definitely want us to pick 3 that that kind of like addresses us
on the list.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
We'll go through the whole list, and then you pick 3, I'll pick 3, and I guess after that we'll transition into the.
I wouldn't be surprised if more than 3 come to me, or either of us, because there's so let's just do it. Let's just do it. All right, let's see. Let me get this primed up. All right, here we go. All right, so we asked Chad Gupta. I said, let me go up here real quick. List the top 10 hobbies for men that women find most unattractive. And this is what Chad Gupta came back with. All right, so the list of hobbies that are commonly perceived as unattractive by some women based on stereotypes, cultural norms, and surveys. It's worth noting that attraction is subjective and varies from person to person. We all know how Chad Gupta tends to be very liberal and wants to protect itself. So this is where it is. So number 1, excessive gaming. Number 2, collecting toys and figurines. Number 3, obsessive sports fandom. Number 4, competitive eating. Number 5, extreme bodybuilding. Number 6, obsessive social media use. 7, LARPing. Live action role playing. Number 8, excessive gambling. Number 9, over the top car or motorcycle obsession. And number 10, conspiracy theory research. It ends up by saying these perceptions are by no means universal, and there are women who find these hobbies appealing or share the same interest. It's all about balance, confidence, finding someone who appreciates you for who you are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Chatting, dating a woman in the 21st century.
It's all about who you are. You know? It's all about the inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Liar.
So which 3 would you say
Okay,
resonate with you?
Okay, number one,
Excessive gaming.
I do some gaming. I wouldn't say it's excessive. I mean, I think maybe 2 hours. I wouldn't say it's like every day, but like, it's I do. Let's just say I do gaming.
Anything more than 30 minutes, I think, is considered excessive to a modern woman, because that's 30 minutes more than what you're spending with her. That's not doable. That's unacceptable.
Oh my God, that's a red flag. She's got to go.
What's another one?
Okay, let's see here. Let's go down a little bit.
All right,
because I don't see myself. Excessive gambling.
You gamble?
Well, crypto is.
Oh, that's true.
I would have to say 90% of crypto is gambling, and I am. That is like almost a hobby for me now, man. Mm-hmm. It's like I am religion. How you say that? It's like a religion for me, man. Yeah. So I'm like constantly. I would say I'll breathe, sleep. I wake up in the middle of the night checking my investments. She probably think I'm like looking at other women, or probably texting other women or something. But anyways, I would say I think I have a problem with that whole conspiracy theory stuff, man.
Conspiracy theory?
I would say most of the times, well, lately, I would say most of it is actually true.
Conspiracy theory research.
The only way, this is just me, in my opinion, the only way to cure conspiracy theories is you got to talk about it. You got to bring out the facts. You got to bring out all the details and stuff like that. I like talking about that kind of stuff, especially, in this realm of what we talk about,
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, like conspiracy theory is fun to talk about because there's no proof. So it's just a way of sharing ideas and thoughts and so on and so forth. I do it all the time. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. Hold on. If this is this and that is that, but wouldn't that make more, it's just fun to talk about and waste like 20 minutes or something like that. Now for me, luckily I've been married for the past 15 years and I don't have to worry about crap like this. Excessive gaming. I wish I had that problem. I wish I can have that as a hobby. Collecting toys. No, don't do that. Obsessive sports. Don't watch sports. Competitive eating. I wish. Bodybuilding. Overemphasis on gym time and physical appearance can seem vain or excessive. I kind of was like that some years ago, but not recently. Obsessive social media use. Hell no. LARPing. Damn sure I don't do that. I have no issue, no problem with anybody who does do that. Go ahead. Gambling, definitely don't do that. Car, motorcycle session, no. Conspiracy theory research, yeah. Number 10. I don't really have any.
Yeah, I just noticed that. I was like, dude, you didn't even say anything for you.
Yeah, 10 probably.
Do you have a hobby, bro?
No. Well, the games that we do.
So isn't that part of the role playing?
LARPing?
Isn't that role playing?
No, you know what LARPing is. Like that's like when people dress up,
swords, and,
right.
I think I actually
role models.
Yeah, I actually worked with somebody who actually did that kind of stuff.
It looks fun. I'm not even gonna lie. It looks interesting, something that you do. But some people are religious about it. Not religious, but they do it for like.
You like that Star Wars?
What do you mean?
Star Wars, the lightsabers and stuff like that.
Do I like Star Wars? Yeah.
You want to do something like that? They actually have an academy for that kind of stuff.
I'm sure they do, but no, I wouldn't spend money on something like that.
Okay.
No, I would. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it.
I think that kind of stuff is cool. Actually,
it's interesting. Like I said, LARP. I mean, I don't know how it works. I've seen some stuff way back in the day. Tosh did something about lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
I don't think it's like that.
No, that's how it was. Like they had these aluminum balls, like aluminum foil wrapped it up in a ball, and that was his attack. It was funny, but I think that soured a lot of people on what LARPing was. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen that movie Role Models?
Yeah,
that was LARPing. That fighting that they were doing, that was LARPing essentially. I'm cool with it because the games we play, like we do at the table and everything, and we're role playing this game. But to actually go out, get dressed, and do all these things, like I'm not saying it's bad. Through a woman's eyes, like I understand kind of because what woman would be like, oh my God, you do this? Oh, like yeah, you don't like it? Bye. That's why us men need to be able to do shit like that. You know, don't
It's
change.
kind of, I would say it's like an outlet, you know?
It is.
It gets you away from
from reality
itself.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
And
Puts us in this Matrix type deal.
Men need to have that ability to escape the stresses of reality, and women do too. But so do men. Like, women don't have it easy for the most part. Men don't have it easy for the most part. It needs to be okay for both of us to escape reality for an hour, 2, 3 hours. When you're talking about 10, 15 hours a day on a video game, that's getting a bit, in my opinion, a bit much, a bit excessive. What's it called? Addiction levels. But everybody should be able to given the opportunity to escape reality for a little bit. You know, have some fun, do something you enjoy doing, and not catch any shit for it. You know, that's what I think.
Hey, but I mean, in today's era, you know, I would say it's almost a gaming era where you can actually get paid to actually become an actual professional and stream yourself and get paid for it. You know, something you're enjoying at the same time.
Right.
You're getting paid. You're actually paying the bills with that kind of stuff. So.
It's different if you're working. Like if it's there's so many people not so many people. There's few people that I watch on YouTube that are professional, like not gamers, but they just play games. And it's like we watch the game without having to go buy it and play and everything. We just watch them play it, and their commentary is fun and entertaining and stuff. Like Jacksepticeye, Chris Smooth. A Wolf in VR I started watching because he does a whole bunch of VR games. It's interesting to watch because you're able to see the game, but hear this person play it who's actually entertaining. You know, so it's like kind of you're watching somebody play a game and you're watching the game being played. So if you're doing it business wise, multiple hours a day, that's different. But if you're just sitting at home in your underwear, you know, with your feet kick back and you're just playing your games for like 12 hours a day, drinking water every 3 hours or something.
I don't even say it's water. It's more likely
Mountain Dew or
Monster,
just destroying that liver, you know, it's destroying it. Yeah. I mean, that's when you might have an issue. But if you're doing it for work, I mean, of course, I'm sure they enjoy it, but if you enjoy it, but it's what you do for a living, I'm all good with that. And I'm sure most women would be too. However, what's that dude's name? You ever heard of Pretty Boy Fredo?
No.
He had a girlfriend who was very beautiful, and they were together for years. And there was a prank. I don't know if it was true or not, but he was like a huge gamer, like 2K, you know, all these 2K games. And that actually became worth something. Like the memory drive on his PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 was worth money because that was his whole career was in that hard drive. She throws it in the pool as a prank. But she bought another one and said, "Hey, just joking. He's like, you don't understand. The hard drive was in that PlayStation. You destroyed my PlayStation," or something like that. And she just didn't get it. So she didn't understand. She didn't realize that, or I think she deleted some stuff on his. It was a couple videos. But
yeah, I understand what you're saying though.
Wow. Career wise, these video games can be very financially or substantially beneficial for guys to get involved in, especially when they're really good and they're really consistent and they get on the you know, just that market, right? If they're really good at it, you can get some type of financial benefits from doing it. But women just, if you're making money and it's not in a way that's satisfactory to them, you might as well be collecting garbage for free.
Yeah, I would think, in my own opinion, of course, that they expect you to, I guess, get to that point where you're in suits, you're in that CEO position, that businessman, like
a boss of somebody. You have power.
Yeah,
power. That's what they want. The power. They want a man that has power over other people, because now that means she has power. So it's not really nothing to do with you. It's what she can leverage from you to have that position of power. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was going to ask you about that. You know, when it comes down to, you know, the dynamic of man and woman, would you say that's also a part of the reason why that, you know, most women finding most men unattractive? Because like I said, we're in that whole degen type, like I said, era where we're gambling, you know, crypto, and you got the video gaming, you know, almost everything is like social media gaming and sort of way. So I understand women do it too, but on a level of men, like most of us, we're actually moving away from reality and sticking our heads onto these, you know, these things, these hobbies.
Yeah.
And it's becoming part of our lives. So would women actually accept something like that? Or do you think that, you know, they would actually learn to accept something like that? Because like I said, most men, we're degens now. Like, yo, forget about getting in a relationship. Forget about the whole family thing. I'd rather just do what I love. I'd rather just be in front of this computer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think if we keep going the way we're going, I think they're never going to accept it. Because women they're moving in their own separate way as well. Like, because you have the MGTOW community, the men going their own way, not dating, they're incels or whatever, involuntary celibate, just like they have no interest in dating girls ever again, females, women ever again. But then you have the females who are like, if men don't accept me for this, if men don't like the fact that I'm a CEO, I'm a boss, I'm a college graduated, blah, 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 then I'm just not going to date nobody. I'll just buy cats.
And dogs.
And dogs or whatever. Hamsters or fish, whatever.
I'll buy the whole zoo.
Right. Because that's their route. That's what they're going, you know. And if, like I said, so if we keep going in the way we're going, no, I don't think they'll ever accept a man's hobbies. Same way I don't think a man would accept a woman with multiple kids or multiple pets. Because their world is now being held back by this world, and the same and vice versa. What I think is helpful is that we just stop having these high expectations and placing these high expectation standards on each other, and letting each other live their world. You know, like, hey, I enjoy, but you have to be straightforward from the very beginning. I enjoy video games. I enjoy LARPing. I enjoy Dungeons and Dragons or Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon or all these things. I enjoy this stuff. But that's kind of nerdy. I enjoy this stuff. Like, this is what I do for
just
fun.
Listen to me.
Right.
Seeing the words coming out of my mouth.
Let me repeat it. Yeah, you know, and she says, well, I enjoy having cats. I enjoy pets. I enjoy this. I enjoy that. And if it doesn't work from that foundation, then go find someone else.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
It was a pleasure meeting you. Hopefully we meet up in the future, whatever. Maybe we're not meant for each other. As long as you start off on that, you'll know from the get-go if that's the right person for you.
Yeah.
Is when people hold off and start sacrificing who they are to please the next person. And in some instances, you kind of have to. You know, if you like sleep with multiple women, but you're now with a woman who isn't with that, you might have to sacrifice that, especially if that person's 9 out of 10 what you're looking for, you know. But to your core, if that's what you enjoy doing, and this is just a part of your ability to make money and your livelihood, you're going to sacrifice that just because she doesn't agree with it? No, screw that.
Oh, yeah. I did a lot of that in the past. You know, I would definitely cut everything off, cut a lot of things off. You know, it got to a point where, especially my last, the last marriage, my ex-wife, she would find certain things about me, I guess, unattractive. So I kind of like just stopped. I think I did a lot of computer gaming, and I did, some also, I guess PS4 gaming as well. Kind of like did them both. And that was my outlet. You know, I was a, full-time dad in a sort of way. I was the one at home. So this was my outlet to whatchamacallit. But then I had to help out with getting the bills, stuff like that. So it kind of de-stressed hers always making the bread. So I went ahead and started school, but it was hard for me to start school because I was watching the kids as well. And then of course there was household duties and stuff like that. So it really got to a point where I was staying up late at night, trying to get the homework done and stuff like that. But, back to the hobbies, it became a big problem because I was talking to people. I was socializing. There was sometimes gaming women on there. There was a time where I guess she saw a chat and the girl said baby or something like that.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And then that just,
that's all it takes.
That just like lit up everything bad about me gaming. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like, why is she calling you baby? I was like, chill. She says that to everyone. I just met her today.
Yeah.
I was just trying to join a game and she totally forgot about adding me.
Mhm.
And she said she just wanted to apologize because she didn't see me wanting to join the game. So she added baby at the end. You can go through the whole chat. Did she say it again? This is like the only thing that she said to me.
See, everything you just explained had a logical, it came from logic. That wasn't, I'm sure that didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't.
Yeah.
It just set her. Oh, yeah. That also had a computer game. Like I said, I did some computer gaming, and there was a foreign girl. You know, we kind of partner up. We were playing this like, or I think it was like a role playing game, and she was like my partner. You know, she was like half my age too. You know, she was like
Teenager.
Yeah, I would say in her teens, like 13 or something like that. I was like a 31-year-old man,
Right.
but you know, there was no
it
wasn't. I wasn't talking to her like that or anything. That was just strictly gaming, and you know, we in the game it was like 3 years old. It's like this girl. I even met this girl before her, but I had to stop gaming and stop talking to her because, you know, we will always send texts, hey, you're going to come on, we need your help and stuff like that. And I'm like, nah, I got to take care of household duties, you know, my wife's home, you know, stuff like that, man.
Well, you know, it's like I said, you gotta, I would recommend anybody starting a relationship, get all that out in the open from day one.
Mm-hmm.
Don't reserve it. Don't hold back. You know, get that. That's why when you go on the first date, you don't want to go, and I've heard this, and I wish I knew this way back when you go on your first date, you don't go to see a movie. You don't go to a performance. You don't go to a concert. You go somewhere. That's why drinking coffee was such a big deal.
Can't even do that anymore. No?
Well, yeah, you can't do that no more.
They're like, they look at you weird, like coffee. That's
cheap,
it.
Cheap. You don't take me to what's that Cheesecake Factory?
Macaroni
Grill. Starbucks on a date?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I want to get to know you. I want to know who you are, and I can't do that if we're watching a film or we're going to some, you know.
Very true. I just actually learned that not too long ago. My thing was going to the movie. That was like part of a hobby for me.
That was me too. I thought this was what you do Friday night. You go see a movie, dinner and a movie. Like that was what I thought you're supposed to do. But I didn't realize you're wasting all this important time to getting to know this person. Because if you're finding out little things about this person on date 3 or 4, that means you wasted date 1 and 2, and you could be dating somebody else that is more in tune with who you are. So for all the men listening, women too, don't take somebody out on a first date to some place where you cannot communicate and get everything, maybe not everything, but get enough to where you say, look, this is who I am. We met XYZ way. This is what I enjoy doing. This is my goals, and this and that's where I want to be. And then you let them say their part. If you skip that process, you're going to miss a lot of important information, and you end up 5 dates in, about $600-$700 out of pocket, you know, for somebody who you eventually realize you don't even want to be with. So it's good to get that out in the very beginning.
What do you think would be my worst out of those 3 that I just said?
Let me take one more look.
Because I said excessive gaming, gambling, and I think the conspiracy theory. Out of those 3, which do you think is the worst that you think my next? I guess
I would say the excessive gambling.
Excessive gambling.
That would be the gaming ain't nothing. Conspiracy theory research ain't nothing, but the gambling, that's the one that might get you in some hot water. Only because that's like, you know, it's money. Yeah. you can play games all day.
That's like number 1 providing for a male, you know, for a man.
Yeah, that's just provisions that you're toying with, you're tampering with right there. So I would say,
but what if I tell her, hey, you know, I got some extra money on the side. You know, I can take care of all my bills. I'm managing my money, you know, but hey.
Yeah. It's not something I would be worried about. But I would say of those 3, that would be the only one that would raise a flag of like, hey, be careful with that. You know, like the other 2, you know, it's just time that you're spending. It's on the gaming. It's time on the research. That's time as well. But on the gambling, that has a financial weight to it. You know, it has a provisional potential backlash on it. So
I think the conspiracy research and all that has been getting me in trouble when it comes down to dating, because I think I actually do go into a conversation and I end up going into the whole I guess what men are going through these days.
Well, that's not conspiracy.
I think
that ain't conspiracy. Conspiracy.
I'm gonna say this right now for men in the audience: do not go on a date talking about man first things. Okay.
No, please do. Tell them to subscribe and like and leave a comment down below.
Do not. Okay, you can do that part, but definitely do not talk about the details of what men are facing, because in reality, most women do not care about that kind of stuff.
I would say the opposite. I would say the opposite of what you just said. If you're watching and there is a female that you're interested in and you agree with a lot of what we say, show her our stuff and then see what she says. And if she says, "Oh, those guys are chauvinist pics," leave her.
Yo,
obviously, hey, just like I said, if you let her know from the beginning and you guys are just 180 out, obviously she ain't the one.
Okay, are we trying to help men get with women?
We are
trying to help.
Nothing. I don't think anything we've ever said was a lie, right? So if we're telling the truth and a woman listens to us and doesn't like us, that means she doesn't like hearing the truth. No man wants to deal with a woman who don't like the truth.
When you say most women do not like hearing the truth,
did I say that?
I'm just saying.
I don't know. Did I just say that? Please tell me I didn't just say. No, I'm saying if women watch this show, and I believe that most of what we've said was not negative, not negative, but wasn't a lie, and I believe most of what we said was factual.
I mean, this is mostly about men. It's not nothing against women, really.
Right. We'll crap our men too. You know,
I think we did our Shaniqua, Tonisha type.
Yeah, you know, but if any woman watches this and gets offended, that's more of an internal thing they have to deal with. Just like us, like we and you, we talk bad about ourselves more than we talk bad about anybody. Right. You know what I mean? So, if I were to talk bad about goats and a horse watches and a horse gets offended, like, you're not a goat. I'm talking about goats. You're a horse.
Yeah.
So if I'm talking about women who do XYZ and a woman who doesn't do XYZ gets offended, that's on you. Like, I'm not even talking about you. You know, like, if you're a woman, if I talk about it's bad that women sleep around and this and that, but you're not a woman who sleeps around and you're offended that I said that, I don't understand that. I just don't get it. Somebody's talking bad about white people. I don't get offended because I'm not white.
Yeah.
Like, oh, how dare you talk bad about them white folks? Like, I'm not white. I don't see why you would get offended by that. Yeah, so definitely show your first date our channel and kind of use it as a gauge. Like, just it's keep or just
just slow her into it at least. You know, don't just go in raw.
Definitely don't go in raw on a first date. That's for date 3. That's reserved. That's reserved.
Just slowly slide in, you know. Just hey,
prep it properly. You know, let it marinate over a couple of days, and anyway,
let it glaze.
It's got to salivate naturally. You can't force that to happen.
Yo, all right, well,
canceled.
Yeah, we're done. Suppressed.
Yeah. All right, we're approaching the 30-minute mark. Anything else you want to bring up on? Oh, wait, the Yu-Gi-Oh guy.
Should we show that real quick?
Well, we're not going to show anything, but we can just talk about it. It kind of goes along with what we're talking about right now. Yeah. Let me bring that up real quick. So I'm not gonna play it. I'm just gonna show you guys what who we're talking about. I'm sure you've all seen this guy. He said he got divorced over Yu-Gi-Oh, and goes along with what we're saying. I said, if there's something that you enjoy doing, but the person you're interested in either A, doesn't enjoy doing it, B, is requiring you to no longer do it, or C, is threatening that if you don't do it, I'm leaving.
Oh, yeah, ultimatums.
Ultimatum, yeah. I mean, like I was saying, get that out in the open from the beginning. Because the last thing you want is to sacrifice who you are as a person to make some stranger happy. You know, if they don't accept you for you, then they don't deserve you. You know, I mean, I use the word deserve lightly on that one, but I mean, they're just not the right one for you, essentially.
I'm surprised they didn't have cartoons or anime or something like that on there.
On what?
On the list. You know, I think most men do watch those, you know, like certain.
Is it not popular as it used to be?
I would say it's getting popular. Like I said, we're in this
It was really popular back in the day, because, you know, Dragon Ball and all that.
Yeah, I mean,
I never watched it, but
how do you not watch Dragon Ball, bro?
I watched it at your house.
Have you watched any anime?
No.
You're not okay. Yeah.
I'm not a cartoon guy.
I swear,
South Park and
if I get into an actual serious, my next relationship, you know, she's got to be able to watch that with me.
They seem like the coolest females, though. In all honesty, like those role playing, the community of like tabletop role playing, the stuff that I've done, and the anime and all this stuff. They seem like the coolest females. They're not very judgy. They're not very what's the word? I don't know. They just seem cooler.
Yeah.
I hate to use the term they seem like a bunch of dudes, but if you were going to call a female a dude, like they seem to be the right ones.
I want to be able to enjoy the things I like. And I understand, you know, the whole dynamic. Okay, well, it's okay that she doesn't like your stuff, but she's okay doing it with you. And then vice versa. You know, she got some things that I've never really experienced. I wouldn't mind doing those things with her, and it works out. It's a balance, like you said.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's like I said. I think that in my next relationship, I would love more like I'll marry her. That's pretty much taboo in my head, but I would definitely would want to be with this woman. That's how I guess it shows value.
Yeah.
You know, that's like.
You just gotta find someone that gets you and understands the things that you like, and she likes them, and and y'all are on the same level in terms of interest. Once you find that, bro, you gonna want to lock that down.
You'll lock it down.
Yeah, you want to take her off the market. Yeah. All right. Well, so but anyway, that guy, we'll sum it up real quick. I'm not gonna, like I said, we're not gonna go deep, but that guy was married, was dating a girl. He had a YouTube channel, and he was a live musician. I think he played saxophone or something on the street and everything, and he would get some money for doing that. But his big money maker was his YouTube channel. The girl he was dating said, "You're gonna have to stop doing this Yu-Gi-Oh channel. You're going to have to get a job. You have to go back to college or back to school." He did all three of those things. His in-laws, future in-laws, told her not to marry him unless he had a degree. So they eventually did get married, and she said he needed to get a hobby. He picked up Yu-Gi-Oh again, and she said, why you got to play Yu-Gi-Oh? Why you got to play them cards? Why you play them cards so much? So eventually she said, it's either the cards and Yu-Gi-Oh or me, and she divorced him over it. So obviously she's the wrong one. I don't know what she looked like. I don't care what she looked like. Obviously she ain't the right one.
Right.
Find the one that has similar interests, not exactly the same, just similar interests, respects your hobbies, respects what you enjoy doing.
Top.
Yeah, mutual respect. Yeah. You respect her and her stuff. She respects you and your stuff, even if they have nothing to do with each other. You can if you can respect that person and she can respect you. Oh, that's heaven, bro.
Yeah,
that's heaven. Like I'm be in my room doing what I'm doing. What you gonna do? I'm being in my room doing what I'm doing.
It's a needle in a haystack, bro.
It is.
It's a needle in a haystack lately.
And what we need to do is increase the needles in the haystack. We gotta look like the more we turn them down. Not me, but the more men turn women down that require us to change, I think the more they will eventually change. I think
they're actually noticing
that men are walking away.
We're like, yo, you're already proving to me that you're going to be very argumentative. You're going to be
controlling.
You're saying that you got your own. You got your independent. You're strong. You can. You don't need me. You got your future already tied down. What's the point of me then?
Right. What am I here for?
Yeah. So I mean, okay, if you got all that, then bye.
Yeah. All right. Well, so I want to appreciate everybody for continuing to follow us on this channel. We're making our way to, what did we say? We want to get to 1 million subscribers.
1 million.
Yeah. Yo. No, let's start with 1,000. Right?
Yeah,
Let's get to 1,000.
yeah.
1,000 subscribers. We want as much watch hours as possible. Right now, we're not getting we're not monetizing. Just so people know, we're not monetizing right now because we can't. But that's where you come in.
YouTube stopped suppressing some of our videos.
I'm saying, man.
I mean, no, I'm not.
No, I'm saying they hold us down. All right. Well,
Sorry,
make sure y'all follow us on YouTube, Facebook, X, Rumble, and Instagram. Please leave a like and comment, or please like our videos. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what y'all think about what we're doing. If there's anything y'all believe that we can do better, we definitely want to hear about it from y'all. Do you have something?
Yeah, I was gonna say in the comments, do the exercise with us. Let us know your 3. For most men out there, that'd be great.
All right. So I am Mixed.
I'm J0.
See y'all next time.
Peace.